Hello everyone, ObiVanDamme here and welcome back to Let's Play Lords and Villains. The patch that will bring us hopefully some babies and fix lots of things that are not working is released, and we should have a lot of problems less than before. Most notably, the brewer will now work as intended. The problem was that in the previous version there was a bug that prevented the brewer from actually creating market orders. So unless you have all of the ingredients available for him in his own storage, he will not go and buy them. That was the issue. That's fixed now, but you can see he's still sitting around and doing nothing, because the second issue is I am an idiot and I completely forgot that the only source of grain and straw, which is needed for brewing, is still set to stewardry. So there was no one, even if he could buy straw and grain, there was no one who could sell it, because all the grain and straw was in our storage. So we will set this to that, and that way at some point they should start selling stuff to the brewer. But because I don't want to wait any longer, what we're going to do is we will grant all the materials the brewer need. So he will need some planks. I think 25 should be fine for the moment. 50 straw and I don't know, 50 grain, that should be enough. You can also see we now have the caravan tab, which is great because we can now buy from the caravans, which is amazing. So as soon as the caravans arrived and set up their storage over here, we can start to buy stuff from them, and that is a huge help. Also, there was another bug that was fixed. Meals and also beer will now sell properly at the inn. I think the price before was not enough. So I think for beer they paid nothing. For meals, I don't know, something, but not enough. So the innkeeper should now make a lot more money out of the caravans, which is great. So also I think, oh, what's going on over here? A miner is in town. That's actually pretty good because we need one. I think the setup over here, that's pretty much not as it should be as well. We have way too many hops. You can see we already have 700 hops in storage. And they only need, I think, 1 or 2 to actually build stuff. Look at the cauldron. 4 hops to make 1 cooked hop. So they need 4 hops for each beer. So that will be roughly 170 beer out of this hops. That's way too much. I think the yield for the trellis was reduced, but having this many might still not be enough. So let's rework the brewer real quick. You can see, I think he already started doing stuff. Let's deconstruct all of this. Also, someone mentioned in the comments, by the way, before I forget, there were lots of useful hints what could be wrong with the brewers under the previous video. I think we had like 19 comments or so. That must be an all-time high on a single video. Thank you very much for that. Unfortunately, in the end, it was a bug. So that's this. But one person, I forgot the name, I'm really sorry, mentioned that it might be the lack of a silo. That's not the problem by itself, but you can see we have grain sitting in a trash pile because there is no storage for the grain. So we will add a silo, even though that did not prevent us from brewing. It, well, prevents us from having grain sitting on the ground. So they should, yeah, now they store it in here, which is great. We now have the filtering tubs, and now all we need is brewing stations, and we will add 3 of those right here. Then we have the miners. It's a family of 3, and miners are actually pretty good. They will provide stone. We can use stone basically immediately for some floors. This plated roof. No, I don't mean the roof. I mean that needs a stone tile, but I think there should be floor that needs just regular stone. Stone block floor over here. Yeah, it's in the inn already, so we can use some of that. And that should be fine. Okay. So, but now let's see if the brewers actually start making beer. Is there something in here yet? It's not. Okay, so let's take a quick look on the flow. So they will use the cauldron to make 4 hops, 1 firewood, and 1 water casket into cooked hops. They will bring that to the brewing station with 2 grain, 1 cooked hops to make fermented wort, and then we'll bring this to the filtering tub with 1 straw and 2 plank and the 1 fermented wort, and that should make a beer barrel. So you can see this one is now fermenting. Perfect. So he took the grain, he brought the firewood, he took the hops, cooking stuff. Perfect. Brewing everything in here. And then doing all of that again. Nice. So now we have this. Same procedure. I'm thinking maybe we can make the travel distance a bit shorter. We can add ground storage to here. And we will then set this ground storage to straw. Straw. And this ground storage should be... no, wait. That should be firewood. Firewood, that's wood. Come on. There should be firewood somewhere. There's firewood. So we have firewood, we have straw. We have... the planks are already in a good location. So I hope they will use this cauldron instead of this one. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But let's wait for the first beer to be produced, and then we will take care of the miners. They're currently living in the inn, and that should be fine, I think. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, you're now taking the straw. Yeah, once all the straw is sitting in here, everything should be fine. Okay, you can now see 2 of these people are setting up a blacksmith. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they own an animal. They have a chicken. No, it's a dog. Why is there a chicken in here? That makes no sense. It's a dog. Okay, so they have a dog. Family size is 4. And we have a miner, so we could actually... We could use them. The problem is we are still a bit short on construction material, so I think we will skip for now. I'm really sorry. Just want the miners. Oh, the caravan arrived. I forgot to buy stuff from the previous caravan. That was bad. So they will... Another caravan. Okay, you can see the barrels are now here. Don't know what they are doing. They have to grab something. They actually need lots of time to perform this work. So see, it's now 2 days and there is still not a single barrel of beer made. So yeah, having these trellis is more than enough for the hops. Maybe we can optimize that. It looks like the filtering tub is actually manual work, so that's not going to be done on its own. So maybe instead of having 3 of these brewing stations and 2 filtering tubs, it should be the other way around. On the other hand, 2 people working on this stuff would make sense, while the 3rd person prepares all the rest. So, okay, chopping wood for firewood, okay. Putting down money, oh no, taking money to buy stuff, okay. Also fine. What are you now? Oh, we can look at the caravan tub and see what they are selling. They have flour. Oh, they have stone blocks. We will buy all 20 of these. We can use them to in case we will get a miller and a baker. We can use it to make the ovens. That would be great. So come on now. Done. Beer. Bring it over to the storage. Here we go. First barrel of beer is done. So now beer brewing is working, which means we can now take care of the miners. Let's see where we put them. We could, in theory, have the miners somewhere around here and mine this area, but it's not much. There's a lot of... Oh, look at that. That's a huge mountain over here. So yeah, we will give them this area to work with. Let's see. We could have their house sitting right here, and then they can just go around and, yeah, work their way through the entire mountain range. I think that's fine. Let's go household. Okay, that was a bit tiny. Do a 13 by 13 again. Just like this. Okay, so now we have this household. We will assign this for free to the miners. Vernon family, you're welcome. I think we can speed the game up a little bit. Can erase maybe 6 by 6 from right here. And then we will add a mining zone. In marketplace, brewery, forge, masonry, mining field over here. So now we will have this. And I think it should be all of that. Let's speed through the night. I can't see anything. Let's go through the night real quick. Yeah, there's nothing in here. That's fine. Okay, so now there's this. We will now give this to the Vernon family. Let's go to 30% socket for the moment. Just like that. And now we need to remove some stuff. Let's go to furniture, salvage. I would like to salvage everything in here. Just like that. Okay, salvage all of this. I think they can live in the inn for a while. So we will set up the mining area first. And the mining area, yeah, well, it just needs ground storage. Where can we put the ground storage? Yeah, and also the storefront. I think I want to have the storefront in their house. So storefront will go right here. Build your house somewhere around in this area. Want that to be integrated into the wall again. But then we can just put the ground storage right here. Let's make a 4x4. Just like that. That should be more than enough. Okay. And then we can just set up the house. We will give them wooden walls as usual. And then on the other hand, having stone walls, they need stone blocks. That's actually a lot of stuff they need. But they can produce that on their own. But I think I want them to sell the stone. Might make more sense. So let's do our usual L-shaped housing right here. Let's go up all the way to right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the wall will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the wall is over here. Just like that. Then we'll have a wooden door right here. And then maybe some interior walls. Not here. Right here. Okay, someone does not have... yeah, miners is fine. Insufficient storage. Who has insufficient storage? Wait a minute. There's a trash pile of wood. And there's a ton of ground storage. Why are you dropping that in trash piles? That makes no sense. Oh, the blueberries. Wait a second. Is that the blueberries? Well, there's a trash pile of wood, but... yeah, the blueberries is fine. That's on me. We can give you a barrel. No, not a chest. Oh, by the way, you can see this new tooltip, blocks path. the ground storage, that can be walked over. So you can now see what items will block your path and what items you can walk over. I really like that change. So let's add a barrel in here for the blueberries. And then we should be at the end of summer. I'm wondering if maybe having the rice grain available would be a good idea. Someone mentioned in the comments that just assigning a single field to become rice should not be an issue. We could also... When does rice grow? Does it... in spring and autumn. So yeah, it will grow right now. So maybe we can... Yeah, let's do that. We will do that. Maybe we can seize it before the tax collector will come. Who is starving? The tailors are starving. The tailors are starving. But you own the inn. There's like 2 gold in here. Yeah, that's both of them. Okay, so you don't have... Oh, maybe no one is selling food. Well, okay, we have the emergency stockpile. That should be fine. What we can do is we can go here to the tailors. And we can give you, well, 200 parsnip and 200 pumpkins. And then that should be fine. Let's take a look at the priorities over here. We don't have any fruit yet. And all of this, spring and autumn, spring and summer. That's also spring and summer. Yield per harvest is 11, grows 6 days. Yield per harvest is 6, grows 4 days. Okay, I think carrots are even better. Huh, it's better than parsnip, right? 6 in 4 days. That's 1.5 per day. And 11 in 6 days, that's almost 2. Okay, so first of all, let's change this. And I guess we also need melons. That grows in summer. And that grows in autumn. Is there something that only grows in... Okay, let's do this. So in spring and summer, or in spring we will only grow carrots. In summer we will grow melons and carrots. And in autumn we only grow pumpkins. Let's see, pumpkins they yield 8. Oh, that's really not good. But it's the only fruit we have available, right? Yeah. So something I also realized is at I don't know why, but sometimes they do not, or the families do not buy enough ingredients, even though they have them available. The problem is, especially in the beginning, we will only grow vegetables. And if you take a look at the tutorial book and go to cooking, you can see that the simple meal requires 1 ingredient category. So that can be made all the time, but I think they will only make simple meals if they are about to starve. Normally they would use 2 ingredient categories. And so most of the time we have tons of parsnip and carrots and potentially potatoes and cabbage, but that's all vegetables. So the second ingredient category would be fruits, and that's we don't get many blueberries. We only get pumpkins in autumn, so that's why I added melons. That should give us some more fruit, and that way 2 different categories. The other categories would be animal products. We don't have these yet. Meat, we don't have these yet as well. We could grow corn. That would make sense. And also, yeah, rice grain. But corn and rice grain will not yield straw, which we need for the brewery. So, and if you look at it, we only have 30 straw available. Maybe we should... Well, most of the straw was used for making roofs. So what I'm thinking is maybe we should maybe change the size of the field or swap the fields. Maybe have the small field for vegetables. We have lots of them. You can see parsnip is really big, and we will get even more carrots next year. So we could swap that and have this the grain field, and then have, well, corn, rice, and something that will make regular grain for the brewery, as well as straw. I'm not sure. First thing we need to do now is we need to seize the rice grain. Do they already have it? They don't. There's still lots of unflailed oat. 4,000 parsnip. Yeah, so vegetables is not an issue. I think we should change. We should change that. Let's see. No, not the priorities. Let's go ahead and see. This is sockage 10%. That's completely fine. And this is sockage 30%. Okay. We will do... Yeah, we will change this over here. Let's remove all of the corn. And we will do the carrot, pumpkin, melon thing on the small field. And then the big one, change priorities here as well. No, wait a second. That's bad. Because we have set up everything over here for the grain stuff. So let's remove this again. When does corn grow? Corn grows in summer and autumn. So we will do this in summer and autumn. Then we need something that just grows in spring. That might be oat or barley. Barley is fine. 7 days to grow is 5. Summer and autumn. Something else in spring. Days to grow 6. Days to grow 7. Days to grow 5. And that's spring and autumn. That's summer and autumn. And that's spring and autumn. Yeah, let's take all 3 of these. So we will have in summer and autumn we'll also have wheat. In spring we'll have rice, and we'll only have rice in spring. That's fine. And then summer and autumn will be 50% corn. Or summer will be corn and wheat, and autumn will be, well, will be all 3 of them. That's fine. Okay, so we will do this, and I think we will just increase the size of the field. So we'll go ahead and do added zone, and we'll add 7. That should make this 13 by 13 zone, right? No, it's 14. Okay, then it's 1 too big. Edit. Oh yeah, it is, because it uses up this space already. Okay, so we now have this, and we can now add farming soil. Let's add soil over here, and then I would like to remove this soil right here. Okay, so hopefully that way we will get more grain. We will still have some straw that we need for the brewing, but that actually is not much. They will also, yeah, they will make grain and straw for the brewery. That's fine. Okay, so that's this. There seems to be not enough room in the inn because someone is sleeping over here. We have to hurry because it's almost winter. So let's go ahead and add furniture. We will use wooden beds. Yeah, we will do that. One of these. And a regular bed. This and this. And I also need to change the walls. To this. Okay, so the tax collector has arrived. I think it's now too late to seize the rice grain, but that's fine. There he is. Walking straight to... what is he doing? Is he already finished? Oh, he's leaving. Okay, well... And let's see what the king has to say. Miners are now sleeping over here. Yeah, they just collect everything. It's fine. It's raining again. Is that just me, or do these raindrops move upwards? Well, that's weird. It's fine. Oh, I also think the storefront... Okay, no, they are selling the iron ore, so that is actually fine, I think. No idea why they are selling their clothing, but, well, who am I? Ooh. Oh, wait a second. We only have one farmer family, so they will come in handy. They are a family of 6. 6 additional farmers? Well, I guess so. We will expand to the south for them. They will get a household right next to the inn. Like right here. And they will also get a huge farm. Maybe something like that. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Okay, I think we will set up this in the next episode. We are already at, yeah, almost done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.